today. From Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, it's Week 3 of the NFL on EA Sports.
2 weeks have come and gone. It's off to Week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line. On first down, it's Darnold. Looking for Crowder, and it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it, and the return will stop right around the 25. Pass intercepted by the Cardinals. They'll take over first and 10 at the 25-yard line. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. Shaquem Griffin there.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 5. At the
second and 5 now. Allen. That's caught by Montgomery. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's first and 10. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
David Montgomery.
Corey Littleton there on the tackle.
Corey Littleton on the tackle.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And a nice pick up there as he'll take it from the 10 down to the 5-yard line.
Tackle made at the 5-yard line. A 5-yard pickup on the play.
On third down, it's Peters. A stop there on third. They could have held him to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on first and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there. And I'd go right at him with another momentum play. I'd go quickly and attack him because right now they probably have their heads down a little bit since they didn't stop him on third down.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. They'll run for it with Montgomery. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. David Montgomery, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Cardinals have taken the early lead. No success on first down. He couldn't get any yardage. They give it to him again, and he finds the end zone.
Sometimes it just has to be persistence, doesn't it? And you know who else helps with that? Offensive line. After a team's been stuffed, the last thing they want to do is go to a different play call. They want to come back and do it again and show that they can dominate the line of scrimmage.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their second drive. Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game. It leads to 6 points the other way. How do you rebound from here?
Yeah, a little bit of humor. Got to laugh that one off and not the ha-ha. That was very funny, but kind of like, can you believe that just happened? Let's go out and play now. Let's just start over.
The numbers on the receiving end for Boyd last time out. 4 catches, 53 yards, and a touchdown.
That was a nice job there pulling that one in. Now, this is an offense that will certainly spread the ball around a bit, and this is a guy that defenses had better focus on.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Eagles. First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
The shotgun snap for Darnold. Open man is the tight end, Nick Boyle. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 47-yard line.
First carry now for A.J. Dillon. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They'll run now with Dillon. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done.
That's good.
Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10.
Here's Darnold.
Slant pass to Boyd.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
1st and 10 at the
Darnold from the red zone now. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Bud Dupree coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
20-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Darnold. Now they set up the screen. That's complete.
Darnold's pass.
A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down.
Gain of 4 brings up 3rd and 13.
3rd and long, it's Darnold. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Makes the score Cardinals 7.
So the field goal there counts what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
That's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
14 yards there on the pickup, and it'll result in a fresh set of downs.
Arizona.
After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
7. Eagles 3.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
56. Right there. 56.
From the gun, it's Allen. And he finds Montgomery complete.
Allen's pass.
That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
It's 2nd.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. Got his man. That's the Pro Bowler Julio Jones.
Allen's pass.
And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 39. That's taken in by Higgins. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him.
It's
A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
From the 5 now, 2nd and a yard. And again this time to the tailback. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
Number 30.
It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal, Arizona.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know that sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And this not an easy situation. You're down early in the elements. You're on the road.
How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Looking to throw again on second down. Darnold looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Boyd. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Tyler Boyd, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly for 6. And nothing too crazy there. A quick slant, and then he just had a seam. He found a seam.
And when you hit it on the run like that, and I mean the pass right to the receiver who's already in motion and moving, sometimes he just takes and runs away from everyone else.
And he ran it into the end zone. And the defense, they've got to adjust there quickly. That's tough on them.
That's really tough because everything was executed. The ball was out of his hands quickly into the hands of the receiver, and then he was gone.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach, and we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Allen's pass.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Flushed out right. He'll run it.
Allen on the keeper.
It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Looking downfield for Jones. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10.
Yards to go.
From the gun, Allen going deep downfield for Ross. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. John Ross. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals will extend their lead. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. So the drive there, 5 plays, 80 yards. And it winds up at a touchdown for Arizona.
Will Lutz set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard
Time for Tyler Boyd and the rest of the offense to take over now. The early returns for him, very good to start this season. Interesting to see if he can keep up that torrid pace.
Yeah, when you're talking about averaging 100 yards a game as a receiver, extrapolate that over 16 games, and you're having a monster season. So, yeah, you love what he's doing early, but I think it's got to go back to the offseason, doesn't it? It's got to go back to the roots, spending time with the guy who's going to throw the ball to him, spending time watching tape, spending time reading defenses, and, of course, getting himself ready to play.
A first down throw. Darnold is brought in by Jamison Crowder.
Darnold.
Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
52's the mic, boy, 52.
From the gun on third down, here's Darnold. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down. Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10, eluding the pressure right. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's going to get this from the 6 out to the 12. A pickup of 6 as they double their workspace.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Allen, he'll leave it for Montgomery, complete. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
A gain of 12.
Operating from the gun. Allen going deep downfield for Raw. It's caught inside the 25. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. John Ross, 76 yards. And the Cardinals push further out in front.
If you did know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator, right now he can write his ticket towards being a head coach. He's advanced in the ways of offense.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Here's Darnold. Boyd's the target, and he has it over the middle. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. From the 50, it's Darnold. He's going to find his tight end, Boyle. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. Darnold on 1st down. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
Incomplete.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. A final shot before the break. Darnold, he's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. So we reach, and we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the 2nd half. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the 2nd half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the 2nd half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the 1st down, and that's exactly what he did.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal 1st down.
1st down, Cardinal.
A give to Montgomery out of the gun. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
Montgomery, the ball.
Well, I think after that run, the defense getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Well, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe it'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Fourth down now after a loss of 2.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
It's caught. Jones. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
First down.
On first down, Allen throwing the out route incomplete. It's Jones. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
Another carry for the running.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you want 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
On second down, Montgomery. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Now Allen. Escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Decent gain on the scramble of 6, but now it's 4th.
I like this effort there. He got it done on his own. But let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the first down. And he's not going to get in. They stop him at the 1. They tried to let the fullback pound it in between the tackles, but he stopped up short. And this Eagle defense stands tall down near the goal line. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
Again, it's Dillon. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll run it. Here's Dillon. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And here we go on 4th. Darnold. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And an utter disaster as the ball's going to go over on downs at the 2-yard line. How about this starting field position? 1st and goal from 2 yards out. They'll try to run this one in. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll keep it on the ground. Peters. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
They'll wind up losing 7 yards on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. Well, if this defense can hold them to a field goal here, what a win that would be.
Not just a win on the possession, but psychologically take over the ball game. But this started with 1st and goal, so they were in 4-down territory right from the beginning. I say you finish it off and go for the touchdown.
The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. That's to his running back, complete. He will be brought down well shy of the goal line. They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone, and that will force a turnover on downs. A throw left side to start out. That's complete. Good strength, but not able to get a whole lot. Tackled shy of the 10. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
2nd and 6 at the 9-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 20, and they'll be at the 18-yard line. Great field position here in the red zone.
At the 18.
If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
They had to put it mildly, but look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all.
He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona.
Touchdown.
T. Higgins there to make the grab. And the Cards use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Now, these have been no picnic for him so far. He's missed 2, but this one is good. Well, they got the ball in great field position. 1 play later, boom, end zone. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Sam Darnold leading the offense out for their next possession. And that interception that ended their previous drive likely also ended any shot they had at victory.
Yeah, long road back from here, no doubt about that one. But let's face it, if you're going to go out there and compete, you want to try and end on a strong note, don't you?
Absolutely. It won't end in a victory like you said, but they can maybe take something positive out of this one. A shotgun snap for Darnold. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
To throw again on 2nd down. Darnold.
Darnold's pass.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Third and 2, Darnold airing one out for Crowder. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They'll run for it with Dillon. Breaks the tackle, now with Alley. 30, the 20, 10, 5. And he's going to get this deep onto Arizona's side of the field. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. 2nd and goal from the 1.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
They'll try and pound it in with Dillon. And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1.
Stopped short of the goal line.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
They'll look to run with Dillon. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. A.J. Dillon, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Eagles get a score closer. So here's Darnold now as he'll lead his guys up to go for 2. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up. Never even got to it. I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
Going deep downfield for Ross. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. John Ross, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 16 on the season. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. Now it's looking incredibly likely to be a 3-0 start to this season. That is obviously excellent. 2-0 is one thing. 3-0, you really have some momentum.
And now they're serving notice to the rest of the league that they're a pretty darn good football team. Confident, aggressive, attacking at all times. This looks like a team that you're going to have to deal with. And guess what? Behind closed doors, they're trying to figure out ways to get better.
Sam Darnold leading the offense out for their next possession. So, Charles, there are the numbers. What's happened here? Defensive adjustments that's caused him to sort of fall off a bit?
I think so. That has to happen. You've got to make some changes, because in the first half, they were pretty effective. But the second part is sometimes when you're doing really well, you get off your game a little bit. You get off the gas a little. You're like, okay, we've got this thing. And that's not necessarily the case. Maybe right now, someone just needs to tell a joke in the huddle, loosen things up, and get their big guy going again.
So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Darnold from the gun. Quick hitter here. It's complete.
Darnold.
That catch good for only a couple. Now they got to get to the line quickly. A play fake, and it's Darnold. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Now it's Darnold. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. Now they snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is going to be incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. The Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, you're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you watch high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Touchdown, Arizona.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will.
Will Lutz set to kick off.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Their mini two-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
52's the mic right here over there, right? 52's the mic. Watch the twist, watch right now.
Second down and 10, Darnold. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
And 10 yards to go.
52 right here. 52. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
Back to throw, Darnold. And that is incomplete.
Darnold.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
This is taken at the 15. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10.
The Cardinal offense takes back over.
And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just
looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD.
Graham Gano.
This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell, just run the football.
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
Now a hit and a loose football.
Fumble on the play. Recovered by the receiving team.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on. Now Allen to try again after the pick-6. A slant to Jones.
And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Cardinals 46.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do